What's that sound? It's for amusement only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast.
Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. With me tonight, I finally convinced her. It's my wife, Molly. How are you, Molly?
I'm great. How are you?
Can't complain. We're recording this on the Thursday before the observed holiday of the 4th of July, even though it's only the 2nd tonight. So, but you have to work tomorrow, don't you?
I do, all day.
You sound excited.
I'm always excited, yes.
So, I wanted to talk with you a bit about pinball.
That's shocking, but...
She says I talk about pinball too much.
Yeah, it takes up about 85% of the conversations that we have together, even though I'm not contributing much to that. But
Yep.
no, I'm glad that Nick has found something that he is so passionate about and is obviously good at, so...
That's nice of you to say that I'm good at it. I don't know that I'd say that. But, so, I've got 13 machines in the house currently. Do you think we could fit another 5 or
Not
so?
really in the house. They're in the garage. And I'm fine as long as they don't expand
Encroach on our personal
out
space
of the
here.
garage.
Oh, okay.
So you're asking, can you get some more?
Yeah.
Not without getting rid of some, no.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you start stacking them like a Japanese hotel situation. With little cubbies and cubicles. Maybe you could build something that you can rotate them and have one come down.
Given enough time and money, Molly, anything is possible. You went through and had a refresher course last night on the different games. Which one is your favorite?
Right now I'd have to say Twinky, probably.
And what makes that one your favorite?
I don't really know. Whenever I play it, though, I just want to keep playing it. So I don't really have a strong desire to play any pinball. But once I get down there and I start on that particular machine, it's very easy for me to just stick to it and keep wanting to play it. So, and it might have to do with at one point I had the high score.
You
on
still
it.
do.
Okay. And I think that was a fluke, but
I don't think so. You're pretty good at that one.
you don't need a lot of skill to play that one. And so
I would actually disagree heavily. That one is really hard for most of us. Okay.
I like that it's simple, but it's exciting. There's not a lot on the playfield, but it has enough to keep you coming back.
Do you like the pointy peacock artwork on the side?
Yes, it doesn't hurt.
That was,
Yes,
that was a
so
big
nice.
draw for me.
Yeah.
So, out of all the machines, aside from Twinky, is there another one that you would prefer that I keep?
Well, I think you have to keep Mario just because the kids would kill you if you got rid of that one. But I like Papa Card too, just because of its simplicity of the playfield. It's not... I do like... What are the drop
targets?
Yeah. Yeah, I just like that one. It was the first one we had. We kept it in our living room in our 850 square foot house, and that was
good idea.
That just about killed me, but no, I enjoy it, and it's fun.
Do you prefer the sounds of Twinky or the sounds of Papa Card?
Probably Twinky, just because it's not as... I don't know. They're both tolerable.
So, bells and chimes, you're okay with either one?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you played Gigi for the first time last night.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that one?
That one was... I just didn't play very well, so I don't have strong feelings towards it.
I don't like that one.
I don't mind the look of it, but I've only played it that one once, or did I play? I think I played two rounds
times,
of it.
yeah.
So, but they were very quick games because wasn't very good at it. So if I played it some more, I might enjoy it some more. But as of right now, I just don't have a whole lot to say about it.
Do you like the artwork on it?
Yeah, some of the clowns are disturbing, but yes.
So Molly here is a big proponent of the bingos. She loves them. And, isn't that right, Molly?
No. I don't have a strong hatred towards them, but I just have no desire to play them. And when I have played them, they just don't keep my attention, really. So I like to be able to participate more, and some people might argue that you can fully participate in the bingo, but I'm not a big tilter. I don't like to nudge, or I guess you're not trying to tilt, but I'm not a big nudger. And so I just don't, because whenever I do seem to nudge, it automatically goes into tilt no matter what game I'm playing. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong there, but I just prefer the
flipper games.
Flipper games, yeah.
And it seems like you prefer the 2-inch flipper games to the 3-inch flipper games.
Sure, if that's what the Twinky and the
Twinky
the
and
Papa
Card and
yeah.
GG all have the same 2-inch flipper style.
Mm-hmm.
Circus and Mario have the 3-inch.
I mean,
flippers.
I enjoy those too, but for some reason, the other ones just keep my attention longer. Yeah.
I think that's cool. You did, though. I made you play each of the bingos last night.
Yes.
And you did win a couple times.
Even though I repeatedly did not wait to put quarters in. And I kept only allowing one card to...
So, yeah, I'll tell a couple stories about this. Last night, Molly put in 6 quarters into ticker tape. It was the first time she had played it. And she fired her first ball and nudged the game one time and tilted. And she lost her whole bet there. The second time she put in 4 quarters, which lit 4 cards, and you did win on that one.
Did I?
Mm-hmm. And then you started a new game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
And you won on that one too. So
Did I?
yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't a big win, but you got 4.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So that's something. Do you like winning on those or indifferent?
I mean, it doesn't suck to win, but it's not the same excitement that I get with
A flipper game?
a flipper game that I can participate more in.
So I would argue that actually bingos involve more participation because they're not just a Twitch-based reaction to...
I guess it's not the participation, the type of participation that I enjoy.
Got it.
I enjoy the more physical instead
Less
of
cerebral.
the... Yes, exactly.
Got it.
I want to not have to think at all. Well, just hit the flipper when the ball's coming towards it.
Got it. So, on the moving numbers game...
Mm-hmm. I mean,
what?
it's kind of cool that you can change things. So, I don't have a problem with that. I don't think they're bad machines. I just, they are kind of over my head, so...
Give it time.
Yeah. All my huge spanses of time that I have, yes. I will be devoting that to
bingo
warming
pinball.
up
That's good.
to bingo. Yes.
I'm glad to hear that. So on the magic screen game, that bounty is kind of like the ones that Steve has with the magic screens.
Mm-hmm.
And your first exposure to bingos was my first exposure too, which was over at Steve's. What do you think about those in particular?
I don't have a lot to say about them.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of experience playing them. I'm happy for you. They excite you and add so much to this part of your hobby, but I just haven't dived into that yet.
So what if I told you that I was getting rid of all the flipper games and we're
I'd be very
all
disappointed.
bingos?
I'd be very disappointed.
I think the kids would be too.
Yes, they would complain.
And more importantly, their friends.
Yes.
Well...
So you don't have plans of doing that anytime soon?
No. I think it's good to have variety. I've said that on the podcast before. But I'm actually, this is the first time I'm announcing this, moving 2 of my solid-state machines out of the house and bringing in 2 new bingos. Mm-hmm. So we'll be up to 5 bingos, but we'll still have 8?
8 flippers?
Yeah, flippers. So, do you think that's a good mix, or do you think we need a few more bingos?
I think that's enough bingos.
Because there's actually one other
Oh my god.
that I'd like to get.
Well, good luck finding a place for it.
Well,
because it's not coming in the house.
So, are there any pinball games that you have ever played that you would like us to get?
I wouldn't say that we need to acquire any more pinballs, but I did enjoy the Wizard of Oz down at Flippers when we went last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there are multiple Wizard of Oz ones, aren't there? There's just the one?
Just the one.
Oh. That one was very addictive. I played that one for a very long time. So I don't even remember what about it I loved, but it was just I just enjoyed playing it. So.
Any other older machines, though, that you might have played before?
I don't know if I've played any older machines.
Really?
When would I have played them?
At some point. Molly plays a lot of pinball with me, as you can tell. So,
yeah, I don't.
But we did go down to Flippers.
Mm-hmm.
They've actually added a whole bunch of EMs now.
We should go down there for a weekend.
I agree, but let's avoid the beach.
And the sharks.
And the sharks, yeah, especially the sharks. Not that they bother me.
Well,
miles away from the beach.
This is the first year that I've ever remembered them having so many. There was another shark attack on Ocracoke.
Does that make you nervous, or do you think we should go to the beach sometime? This is all pinball related.
I would like to go to the beach.
Really?
I love the beach. Nick hates the beach.
I really don't like the beach.
Sand and sun and salt water.
Time away from pinball.
Seafood and...
Oh, seafood.
Anything sea related. Water.
Yeah.
But anyway. Back to pinball.
Whoa. Bringing me back on topic here. In general, do you like the look of older machines or newer machines?
I do like the artwork on the older machines, but I don't have a strong preference one way or the other. More so than the computer-generated images of today's machines.
Now I know, aside from the ones that I'm constantly saying, hey, we should get this thing, and trying to convince you that really we need more pinball in our lives, you haven't seen a whole lot. But do you like the look of the wood rail, the ones with the wood sides,
mm-hmm.
or
yeah,
the metal rail?
I like the look of the wood rail better.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that I've tried of those are not as exciting as the metal rail, of course.
A good chunk of them are flipperless.
Right, and that's not my favorite. So if you can combine flippers with the wood rail...
There are plenty of those too. In the 50s and even into the 60s.
Yeah.
They're still making the wood rails.
I'm not asking you to go look for any right now.
Sounds like that's what you're saying here. Sounds like I have permission, so that's good.
Anything else that you've been dying to ask me?
Did you enjoy yourself when you played last night?
I did. it was very enjoyable. It's funny, once I get down there, I do enjoy it, but when I'm not down there, I don't really have a desire
to go down there
to play. Yeah. But I guess that's kind of like video games too. I don't really have a desire to play video games, but once I'm playing them, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy myself.
Got to revisit that Animal Crossing town.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. The weeds have probably taken over. All my people have probably moved out. My animals, rather, not my people.
Mm-hmm. Has it been interesting, having more people over, being more social?
It has definitely helped you blossom into a social butterfly, because before pinball entered your life, having people over was not something you enjoyed or looked forward to. And afterwards, now we can pretty much invite anybody over at any time, as long as they can visit your space down there. But I think it's really cool that you've got this unique hobby that most people that come over are not, as involved in as you are. And so you get to share the information that you know about it and introduce it to a lot of people that normally wouldn't ever think about it. And so, I don't know, I've enjoyed seeing you come out of your shell the past couple years, and it's been impressive noticing how quickly that transformation took place, because you were introduced again to pinball through a coworker of mine, and it was like he set a fire to that. Who would have thought it? You would have already, just within 2 or 3 years, went from 0 pinball machines to
4.
Has it been 4 years?
Yeah.
I guess time flies. But 4 years, you went from having 0 pinballs to, what do we have, 13 or whatever, if you count in bingos
13.
and stuff.
Bingos do, in fact, count. Yes.
I guess there are balls in bingos.
And there's pins. And there's plungers.
Yeah. So it's fun to watch you get so excited about different types of games, and every time I see you on your tablets and phones, you're looking at some kind of pinball related thing. So it's definitely become an obsession, but there could be worse obsessions out there. And it's just cool to see our kids exposed to this
entertainment device. Yeah. Amusement.
This amusement device. They're not too many 4 and 7 year olds that have a lot of knowledge in pinballs, and it's just cool to see them exposed to it, and they enjoy bringing their friends over and showing it off, and a lot of their friends have never seen pinballs before, and so it's cool to expose
another
them to that,
generation,
and their parents, which most of them haven't seen pinball machines in
years
decades.
And years.
So yeah, so it's been fun. It's been real. Just keep it contained in the garage, and we'll be good.
Been meaning to talk with you. Ava really wants to have a pinball machine in her room.
Yeah, nice try. Not happening.
Sophie too has expressed interest.
Yeah. Well, if we got rid of everything else in their room,
I'll let them know.
Yeah. No, it's not an option.
You don't think?
No.
Okay.
I know that sounds unreasonable, but no, I have to put my foot down somewhere.
It does sound very reasonable. I mean, I think we have nice boundaries here. Because otherwise I'm
already not allowed to put garage things in the garage. They have to go in the shed outside.
No, the garage has
bins
flooring and insulation and stuff. It's not really a garage anymore.
I know, but It would be nice to have something attached to the house where we could put our things, that like tools and... But anyway, I will survive.
So, any parting words of bingo wisdom?
Just keep the noise down.
Nice.
Yeah, so the garage does not have a door on it any longer, just a curtain. So the
I'm too lazy to move the door so that it opens inward into the arcade. So it opens outward into the kitchen.
which is already a small space to begin with.
Yeah.
So.
And so in the summer, when we're entertaining or anything, people kept on, getting hit with the door. And it's
So
just in the way.
Took it off, and
yeah.
So now we hear bingo and pinball every night. And when people come over, a lot of different machines at the same time gets a little noisy, but
it is also the best at the same time, isn't it?
I don't know if I would say
the best.
Funny that your slogan for this podcast is "What's that sound?" And I'm like, just keep the noise down.
You know exactly what the sound is. The sound is too much noise.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a pleasure being interviewed by you.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine, my dear. I guess next time we'll have you on is when there's some more bingo information to be doled out here.
I'm sure everyone's going to be waiting on bated breath until that happens. Well, thanks for having me on.
Well, thanks for coming on. It only took 115 episodes to convince her. That's good.
I had to let the suspense build.
The mystery.
Yes.
Who is this woman?
I don't think he's really married.
I don't think he could be with the pinball stuff he's doing.
Nope, I put up with a lot.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you. And I'll talk to you in 5 minutes. Well, thank you for listening. My name is Nick Baldridge. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com. And today, just today, we have a new feature. It is a call-in bingo line. The number is 724-BINGOS-1. That's 724-246-4671. Call and feel free to share a bingo or EM playing memory, questions, including technical questions, anything you like. Just be aware that it will likely be shared on the podcast. So feel free to call in. Let's hear what you've got to say. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, via RSS, on Facebook, on Twitter at Bingo Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at nbaldridge. In fact, I just made a Google Plus page for the podcast. And you can also listen to us on our website, which is foramusementonly.libsyn.com. Thanks very much for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.